All right. Let's get cooking. Let's get cooking. Definitely want to check and make sure. Thanks to the guy yesterday who was telling me about how unclear the video was. Bro, you really have made me take it to a little bit better level than before. I do see looks pretty clear. All right. Let's get cooking. Let me get this sound turned off. Sound is clear. All right. So once again, the guy that told me that, dude, I want to thank you. It has been pretty difficult for me to think of all these things, and I am just watching the stream right now, just so I can make sure that it is reasonably visible. If you're on a telephone, this text is extremely small. So let me make some quick changes. That way I can see what changes on your end. It's difficult to see that part. And I guess the chat is for me, just so somebody knows it's actually on, because I don't run it. I get this little template tightened up here. But that's in the next thing. All right. As I stated before, I do always have a lot going on. We're about to kick it off, and I'm watching to see, because I got a pretty strong delay. Let me. That's a different one. See, new window. All right, so that looks a little bit crispier, and like I said, I know I'm a little bit behind. Actually, I'm a lot behind. Okay, so on a mobile device, we just need to zoom in a little bit more. Let me see if I can increase the stream speed so that I can actually hurry up and get past this part. Looks much clearer. I didn't think people would watch stuff like this on telephone. So, like I said, gonna get started pretty soon. OBS Studio is not responding. If it ain't one thing, it's gonna be another. And can't change anything while it's already going. So I'm gonna zoom in one more time, and let me get my own private browser open in the back. Chat thing, and I'd probably say for a mobile person, I'd probably zoom in a little bit more, maybe like boom. Yeah, so pretty much I have to wait a few seconds for that delay to pass over. Go ahead and go into the terminal and increase the font over there. I think it's like a 20-second delay. Shouldn't be too much longer. And with the terminal, 18. Okay. Let's go to dashboard. Yeah, you guys are super far behind. All right, so just so for the sake of time, I'm not gonna sit here and watch a video, catch up. I'm not gonna stop a stream because things aren't looking perfect the way I want them to. We got work to do. Like I said, I'll be in the chat. Try to. It's not my priority. If it becomes an issue, the chat just goes. I don't really. That's not really what I'm. Anyways, but shout out to the dude again. Again, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. I can't find it. I haven't been doing this type of stuff for a minute, so it's kind of new to me. But like I said, all of this is a thanks to you, whoever you were, who told me about how hard it was to see the text and how unclear it was. This is a dedication to your implementation, and as you can see, things look much different, and that's all thanks to you. All right, so let's move forward. Where we left off, let's see, we're gonna go through and run Clajama. Oh, wait. So before we actually use those items, so we're gonna get our new chat going. Okay. And sorry about that. We're gonna go ahead and load up the code, the whole entire code base. Since Google Gemini has a million token limit, we can load this whole software straight into it. I just need to check to see. It's FTP. We saved everything into Clajama latest. And we didn't put in, okay. Upload. We can't put no modules and stuff. That's just over. It's a waste of space. Let's see. Hi there. And the way we're going to use this 1 million token usage of Google Gemini is we're going to run a test first, see what's working, what's not working. This is one we did yesterday, which I know for certain. Let's actually go over here. I know for certain this data here is not correct. So I'm going to take notes. And yeah, that's my YouTube video details. Requirements failed. Alright, so I'm not sure about this. Let's close anything we don't need, as all of this stuff consumes storage. Just discard it. Just discard it, because everything from yesterday we don't really need. And let's just come straight out the gate with it. So I am in a notepad, and what we're going to do is identify that these components here, the project details, are not accurate. And so we're going to, on the My Projects page, the project details are not accurate, are not all accurate. The file count seems to be the only thing that is incorrect. Find out if this is a mock value. If so, implement the logic to make it work properly. Alright. Description: create a simple index in HTML that just says we're building big things. We don't need design. Alright, so yeah, this is where we left off yesterday. It was pretty late. I did go to bed on time. I was under the influence of antihistamines, so I don't remember much of it. Let's go ahead, and from my projects, we need to let me go back through this again. So dashboard is a little, we'll figure it out. And I think what we should do is let's actually use our tools, and All right. We're going to pretty much feed these pages back into um, let's see, save as JPG. We're going to feed these back into screen recordings. Let's see, Clajama.
You set the oven for 312.
The oven? Yeah, hang on one second. All right, yeah, trying to make it a little bit better. Like I said, a little bit better quality. Um, had the wrong screen. Well, I will figure it out. I definitely will. Boom. And that way, since I additionally go, disappear for a good little while. Let me lock everything in place. All right, so I'm back. All right, yeah, I'll get used to it. Don't worry about it. Let's see, where was I at before they came? We were, yeah. We need to take these, and this is our dashboard page. So I really want to, let me see. User interface. This one here is the dashboard.jpg. All right. Let's take that one and dump it. My project. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the whole user interface, and something about it is off. I can put it in words. I can articulate that. But it seems like it's a lot of components that don't seem to be where they belong. Okay. And let's actually bookmark that here. And so what we have here now is the new project. Right. And what we're going to do is we're going to feed this back into Google Gemini. We're going to use this computer vision that we paid for this month. And we're going to let it help us adjust this user. Like I said before, I can't really put my hand on it. It's nice, but it's unorganized. It is unorganized. My projects. My My projects. Okay. The file explorer. And I like to use this Movavi. You capture the whole page, which is great. Pretty much click a button. Say to JPG. Let's get up in here. And this is, I don't know how I keep forgetting. File Explorer. File Explorer. File Explorer. Why do they keep putting Corey Kitchens on here? I've pretty much watched all his videos. All right, collaboration. I gotta remember because I will forget. Collaboration. Collaboration. Settings. Shut. Settings. All right, so let me back over to Gemini. Folder is larger than 100 megabytes. All right, so downloads. Go to Clajama latest, and we need to identify what is sucking up space, and there it is. Our backups. So our backups are working. We'll put that in. I'm just going on the home folder really quick. We can just get that out of there. And we got blogs coming. All right. So let's give that another upload shot. Import the code. Upload. Clajama the latest. Yeah, let's upload that. Upload. All right, hi. We need your help to assist us in enhancing our user interface and our user experience. We are going to share with you screenshots of our UI. Please identify the flaw. When I look at it, it does look very good. However, I can't determine the UI UX flaw. I feel it, but can't put my finger on it. So what this will do is I'm telling the AI what the issue is for me. And the more detailed you are in explaining your issue, the better it works. Oh man, so take all of these and put them in. And let's get some help for our UI UX. So I would love to use ChatGPT along the way with this, because it's it's great and all. But once you upload one thing to ChatGPT, it's over with. It's over with. You upload one file, they're like, hey, ChatGPT is not playing. Okay, and we're gonna wait on, yeah, like I said, man, shout out to that dude who told me the text wasn't big enough, man. You really helped me. I gotta look at it real quick. Much better quality. It's a much better quality of the video. Yeah, you can do that. Let me see what else I got here. Okay, with the chat. All right, yeah. So as long as I can hear it or see it or however, so it works out. What are they like settings or something? Reactions, participants. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so it says hypothetical comment invisible flaws in developer design UI often cool. Lack of visible hierarchy, everything competes for attention. I think that's what I'm feeling. Inconsistency, spacing and padding, things feel cramped or loose unpredictably. Too many colors, boxy design, too many borders, cards and side cards. I look at these patterns. I look for these patterns in code: excessive use of borders, inconsistent margins. And analyze specific components. Let's execute the effects. You got everything you need right here. I guess. Okay. Okay. I gave you images of the UI and the source code. Get a cough drop. Yeah, I don't really comprehend that. I don't comprehend telling me we're finna go do a fetch when I gave them everything. I don't know. It might just be a weird word choice. I'm not sure. Bro, these Mucinex cough drops, they shouldn't taste as good. Elderberry and wild cheddar. Wild cherry. For hours. You know what? This is a crazy thing. And it's so crazy. Like when we went from like 2G to 3G to 4G to 5G. Imagine how much work this Gemini is actually doing. And I'm sitting here like, oh, it will never be able to satisfy a human. That's funny. Alright. Based on the code and screenshots you provided, I've identified the invisible flaw you're feeling. It's a very common issue in developer-led designs known as containeritis, or the box-in-box syndrome, combined with semantic color overload. While your code is clean and functional, your UI relies too heavily on borders and background colors to separate content rather than using white space and typography. This creates a busy or cramped feeling, even if the spacing technically exists. Here's a breakdown of the flaws and how to fix the flaw. The modern polished UIs generally follow a strict surface metaphor. One background, one card, the content. Your flaw, you are frequently breaking this hierarchy by introducing level 2.5. Massive colored blocks inside or along your cards. This shouldn't be a yellow card. It should be a standard white card with a subtle yellow icon or badge inside it, making the whole background yellow screams critical error rather than empty state. The blue blocks. You wrap the active project context in a blue container. Again, this reduces readability. Text on a colored background, even light blue, is harder to scan than text on white. Nested gray boxes. Inside your white cards, you often wrap controls in another gray box. This creates a box screen, box card, box toggle, visual tunnel. It creates visual noise because the eye has to process too many borders and container edges. The fix: subtract, don't add. To make the UI feel premium rather than just functional, you need to remove the colored backgrounds and inner borders. Flatten the background. Change color cards to standard white cards. Use the color only for the account. The fix: use typography for hierarchy, not boxes. In your control section, instead of wrapping the description in a gray box, just place it on a white card and use the lighter text colors. Alignment consistency. In preview setup view, you split the screen 2/3 left and 1/3 right. In developer dashboard, you split it into 3 columns. In creator dashboard, it's a single column stack. As you navigate tabs, the main working area, keeps jumping with. Establish a main grid, main content area, keep the main content max. Summary of immediate actions, go into app.jx and search for remove 80% of them, replace them with white spaces. This will instantly make your UI feel less heavy. So let's do that. And this is amazing. This is great news for us, and this is one of Gemini's strong points for me. I always believe that everyone's interaction with something is a mix between how that thing works and their personal way of listening, learning, interacting, and communicating. But this sounds great for me. So we're going to go to the terminal. Okay, sorry. We're going to terminal here. And we're going to feed this into the application. So what Google told us was all we needed to do was add our app.jsx. Pretty sure, my bad, it's in source. App.jsx. So we would come in add /app/app.jsx. No files match that because I probably done something wrong as usual. Oh, I'm sorry. We're in downloads. So we go in here. This is Clajama latest source. I don't know why I even said it. Add source/app.jsx. How did I? Oh man. All right, and we're taking Google's visual power, and it really just told us to change one file. So what we'll do is we can close Movavi. And we'll go ahead and pop that in there. Okay. I want to put this in here, what Google was saying, so I can remove the sources and stuff out of it. I don't really need that to send it up. Okay, it didn't add it in there good. So we'll just cut it. Alright, what we're going to do is go ahead and clear the chat. That's all we use as little token usage as possible. Paste. And let's run it. And let's see how Timu. Yeah, no, I'm not buying anything off there. Let's see. I understand the issue. Let's fix the containeritis. And I kind of want to take that word. Because I want these this methodology, making sure I'm pretty sure it's already instilled, but I want to make sure that's a strong methodology to make sure that we're not doing containeritis. Okay. All right. Okay. Alright, so while that's running, I want to take a look. Let's take a really. Oh, we've already captured the screenshots, of course. But I just want to take another look and see if that will change out the feeling of what is occurring. And I do see what they're saying. I do see it. This is in that, and all this is popped up in here. And we need to take a look into that. We were supposed to have this issue where it's task 00. Um, yeah, let me see. And let's go back over to Gemma. Properly. Also, the project progress is flashing, re-rendering over and over and over, over and over and over. We need this to be identified as to why it loads the project tasks and the bar and the activity. I'm sure the activity flashes in. Let's see. Once I see a flash, I'll know for sure.